New series alert, we have another new series.
And in this new series, we will be ranking the hit songs of the artist in question from worst to best. And today, we're going to be talking about Post Malone, a man who may or may not be a distant relative of mine.
I don't know what this is, but it's kind of hot.
I mean, I think I've just comments about that because I'm white and have a beard. That's pretty much it. Now, this will be different for every video in this series, but for this one, I've decided to limit it to songs that charted in the top 15 of the Billboard 100, because if I just did every single Post Malone song that's charted, this video would be way too long. The man is a hit-making machine, so I had to place some sort of limit on it. So let's not waste any more time, guys. This is CDTVProductions, and I'm going to be ranking Post Malone's hit songs from worst to best.
I don't have much to say. I'll be out front. What you comes for my night? Feelings come into play, and I'm thinking this happens.
This one was an easy choice for me. Not to say it was bad, but I think every other song on here is great, and this song misses that mark for me. Sure, it's catchy, but so is every other song from the album it comes from. So it needs more than that to stand out, and I just don't feel like it did too much that was noteworthy. Honestly, the main thing I recall from this song is the beautiful boobies line.
They just bring her to me. I ain't even seen her face, but she got beautiful boys.
That was pretty funny. Post and Swae both flow nicely for sure, and the production is cool, but it strikes me as more of a decent song rather than exceptional.
When I started balling, I was young. You gon' think about me when I'm gone. I need that money like the ring I never won.
Man, I still have memories of hearing this song, talking to my friends about it, and us agreeing that this Post Malone guy was gonna be a one-hit wonder. See, I was 16 when this dropped, and very close-minded towards most new rappers, so I actually thought this song was pretty stupid the first time I heard it. But eventually, me and my friends found ourselves listening to it more and more, enjoying it more over time. Then it just became something we regularly listened to. And in this current day, I do think it's pretty good, but I have it lower on the list here as you can tell Post was less developed when this was released. His sing-rapping style was showcased here, but it was a little bit more kinda shaky than it is nowadays, and didn't have as much power vocally. So yeah, this song is pretty nice, but I don't think it compares to what Post makes nowadays.
You know I never meant to let you down, would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything. You know I said that I am better now, better now.
This was the most popular song from Post's most recent album that wasn't released as a single. I think it's pretty damn good, but as you can see, it's not one of my favourites from the project. It's one of the few songs on the album that cover the topic of a broken relationship that ended with both people feeling unhappy and kind of wondering if they can rekindle their relationship. I can understand why this one has a lot of mainstream appeal. It's a very easily digestible subject matter and a lot of people can relate to it. On top of that, it does sound pretty good, so I'll give it props for that. It's just not one of my top tracks from the album.
And I'm like, whoa, man, my legs so goddamn cold. Diamonds when my teeth are sore. I can always let it.
And now we've reached the point where I think all the tracks from now on are great. This is a super mellow track, the instrumental is quite understated, and Post, for the most part, keeps his voice toned down, only raising it up to sing for about 4 bars during the verse. It's just such a soothing song, and of course, Ty Dolla delivers as expected. I've always said this, but even though I haven't listened to much of Dolla Sign's solo music, I think I've loved him on almost every feature I've heard him on. He kills it every single time. He knows how to use his voice really well, and I think I'd say he's kinda underrated, but then again, like I said, haven't checked out much of his solo stuff. Either way, he is a great fit for this track in my opinion.
Got 100 big places, but I'm still alone. Hey, I would throw it all away. I just keep on wishing that the money makes you stay.
Being rich can never get you everything you want in the world, but I'm sure that's hard to come to grips with when you are said rich person. No matter how rich you are, if you're having relationship issues with a girl that you really love, you're gonna feel unhappy regardless. Sometimes chasing the money and the money itself can be like the thing that actually drives a wedge in the relationship. Unless your girl is a gold digger, of course, in which case that'll probably keep her around. And Post delivers his lyrics talking about this subject with a hell of a lot of passion, as you would expect. It's an emotional track, and it's one that I found to be among the most impactful on Beerbongs and Bentleys.
Now she acting out of pocket, trying to grab up on my pants. On their bitches in my trailer, said I ain't got a man, and they all brought a friend.
I included this track on my 10 best songs of 2017 list, and whilst I feel like I might find it to be an overplayed song soon, it's one that I can still appreciate a lot. It stands out to me because it has a bit of a darker aesthetic than most Post Malone songs, opting for slightly more eerie and cold sounding instruments. This of course is a perfect choice as 21 Savage is featured on this track. I could never imagine hearing him over beats like the ones for Big Lie or Stay, so it's safe to say the beat was on point here. Speaking of 21, he actually provides one of my favourite verses that he's done on this track, and the fact we got some great memes from it, that's even better.
I've been in the hills fucking dudes.
And it goes without saying that Post singing is absolutely infectious on this track. It's not hard to see why it was a #1 single.
When they'll come for me. A paranoid man makes paranoid plans. I do what I can, but it's out of.
This might change in the future because this song is so new to me, but I am absolutely loving it right now. It was a fantastic way to kick off the Beerbongs and Bentleys album. The title explains the theme of the whole track, which follows the paranoia that comes with Post Malone's fame, wondering who he can really have faith in. I like how this is handled. I especially like how he displayed it with the "can't trust no one like I'm Snowden" line, and god damn, this thing just sounds beautiful. I also like how you can see Post Malone's evolution over time, as with this track, the melodies and harmonizing, they're just worked in so well during the chorus. It just sounds so effortless to Post at this point in the best possible way. He makes it seem like crafting a hit song is easy. This is the song that has stuck with me the most right now from Beerbongs and Bentleys, so I had to give it the respect and the props that I think it deserves.
My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all.
This right here is a song that just never gets old to me. Like, never. The track came out in December of 2016 and I still enjoy it to this day. It has a fairly chilled out feeling to it instrumentally, and lyrically it tells a story of success, proving doubters wrong, and achieving your dreams, and I find it to be a good song for motivation. There's also a couple nice lyrics on Post's verse, which is something I can always respect. There's a nice little bit of wordplay worked in there. And despite being a laid back song in terms of how it sounds, the chorus still has some real power to it in my opinion, and not to mention, it is ridiculously catchy. As we've mentioned, that is a skill which Post seems to have mastered. Additionally, Quavo provides a really good verse here. It's nothing exceptional or mind-blowing, but he sticks to the theme, and out of all the Migos members, I think he was definitely the right choice for this song. And call me crazy, but I actually think this sounds a little bit different tonally from your standard Quavo guest verse, but maybe that's just me. All these elements mentioned above just combine to make a super enjoyable track, and that is why it's my favourite hit song from Post Malone. Well guys, that's going to be it for the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like, and of course if you're not subscribed already, I would appreciate you subscribing. I'm really excited about this new series, and there's a bunch of different artists I could do videos on. As long as that artist has, I'll say at the very minimum 3 songs that are on the Billboard Hot 100, then I can do this video on them. So yeah. That's pretty much all I got to say. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Finally got a Post Malone video out there. It's been requested for so long, and I will hopefully see you guys all in the next one. This is CDTVProductions, signing out.
just bring her to me. I ain't even seen her face, but she got